Getting a what?
Nothing.
What do you mean?
Are we getting like we starting a counter or just
No, we're live.
We're live. Okay. Okay, great.
Welcome.
Yes, welcome to our stream as GBC Studios. My name is Guillermo, and this is
Gabriel.
Yes, we're brothers. If you didn't know this, we're not twins though. People confuse us for twins all the time in public, but we're not twins. I'm the older one, 3 years. He's just taller though. We're here to revive this channel because it's been a few years since this channel streamed because we have been going our separate ways in the work that we've done over the past few years. So we're excited here to be back. Mind you, I've not done in front of camera streaming in forever. So it's easier to just record things and edit them because that way, in case something happens, or you stutter too much or whatnot, you can cut that so we can get to the good stuff. But because we are here now live, we're gonna do this as how it was, which we'll share stories in just a little bit because we'll start with an anecdote. An anecdote that if you were paying attention to our socials, we were supposed to have started this stream 5 hours ago, and unfortunately, tech issues, like major tech issues, were not our friend today. So. You live and you learn. After all, we know we have not streamed this account in a while, and we want to bring it back, especially because we're going into projects and
last time we streamed here, no one was using their webcam, so this is the first time we are all using Face.
Yes, which I'm excited for because here Gabriel, alias ACK Bounty, has great art streamer and whatnot, and he's just all around great. What's up?
Check your Twitch. Let's see if the video's up.
Let me see. Kicking off the end of pre-production. It says we're live, and we can't see each other. We can hear us.
Okay,
we're
good.
coming out quite well.
Why isn't the video showing? We're fine here.
Maybe get on the game.
We'd still be able to see us. Are you sure you don't have it on listen only mode?
How do you do that? I feel so... That doesn't look like it's saving us. Let me share with the comrades. Well, it shows us right there, look. But for some reason, it's not showing on the main thing. Let me see. Ignore me going on my phone because I'm trying to reach out to people.
And we're live. There we go.
Good. Finally. All right, let me start sharing this.
Nothing like a little troubleshooting.
Yeah, right. That's so fun. That's so cool. But
I can't handle the delay of our voices in there. Also, the music isn't even playing on the stream.
What? So
I don't know how to get the music to play on the stream. It's music for us.
Yeah, music for, but I don't need that though. Well, kind of do, but not for the rest of it. Well, let me post on socials that we are live, so that's why I'm on my phone, because I saw somebody. Yeah, no, we're getting the feedback that there's no music on stream, so. Okay, well, to the one person here tuning in on us, thank you for joining us. We're the GBC Studios because those are our initials, so I'm Guillermo, this is Gabriel, and we have been troubleshooting this stream for the past 5 hours, because we were supposed to have started 5 hours ago. But who's counting, right? It's part of the adventure. It's part of the journey. It's part of reviving things, especially as we come back with our collaborations. Now that we're going to be more unified and united on our both game development and, of course, filmmaking, which is part of why we're here today. Because we are here to talk about our first feature film project, and that is saying after 4 years of continuous work in different short films across many genres. So we're gonna talk to you a little bit about the journey so far, and where our film Sleuth is gonna be coming into place as we begin filming in a few days from now. So I am excited to be here, especially because again, I'm not one good one for front facing on live camera like this. Most of the time that I've been in production in front of a camera, usually it's recorded, so you can cut all my yapping out and you get to the good stuff right away. So you get to see the genuine us today. So thank you for joining us. And give me a second and I'll pass it over to Gabriel if he's able to do something while I post about the stream, because we are live.
You know what? We don't need music. You want to talk about a detective game you've never played? Persona 3.
That is a detective game?
No.
Oh. What'd you...
How to capture sound on Streamlabs. Navigate settings tab. Yeah, I couldn't get that. Navigate to desktop audio 1. Here, select default. Fine. All right, I'm gonna do a live troubleshoot. Default's off. Shit. Navigate to audio tab. We'll get this working sometime.
We'll get there. We'll get there. I mean, I hear us on the...
No, we're coming fine. The Steam Deck's coming fine. I mean, do I have some music here? Let's see. Oh shit! We'll put some Hades.
Can we do that?
I don't know. Sure. I mean, I would. Like, if I were streaming on SK Bounty, I would.
Yeah, but we're not streaming as you. We're streaming as us. For today, at least.
Have you ever played a Hades?
I started it, and it's great. I just need to continue it. That's why I got it on sale like last year. So,
Yeah, we play this. As much as I love Nintendo 64 music, we'll have just to go with this. It's so epic. Let me lower the volume. It's better than having the void behind us. Alright. So yeah, we are making a feature film called Sleuth, and my brother came up with the idea, he came up with the script, we co-wrote, there's another co-writer, Sydney,
who is not here with us today because she's busy, but we are thankful for her coming into the project. When we were like 8-9 revisions to the script in by that point, so we brought her in at the end of June, beginning of July, and it's been a journey. And of course the script has gotten so much better, and the fine-tuning of the dialogue is much appreciated. So we're in version 15 of the script now, so we might be doing some fine-tuning changes as we get started on filming, and as we do some last-minute auditions and of course revisions of readings of the dialogue, so that we have the best possible story that we can share with you.
Yo, Robert, good to see you. Necro Games Edge has joined.
Oh, I see that. Oh, wait. Yes. A Wolf Among Us is such a good option for a detective game. I love that game. Adam's great too. He's a great voice actor. We met during one of the first shows that I worked on here in Vegas, and that's sort of the journey when it comes to detective stories that we're gonna be.
Detective game right here.
Black Sad Under the Skin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I
intrigued.
told you to get this on the Humble Bundle.
I think
This is a really good game. I've heard it's a really good game.
Well, we're about to find out, right? I think.
I don't know. I mean, you wanted to play the Frog Detective too.
Yeah, well, yeah, because like, I like that game a lot, like a lot. I played the first 2 games. I did the second game like 3 times because I couldn't get the achievements, and I finally got all the achievements because I had to look up a guide. Don't tell it to the developer though. But you know, shout out to the team that made that game because like there's like a little Easter egg to this story for Sleuth, which is actually on our Seed of Spark campaign, which we will show you eventually the pitch video for the campaign, and of course how to support us because we're working hard with an amazing team, but we need resources to continue going over the line and make sure everybody has a nice Christmas, because it's been a year, so we all need a good Christmas this year. So yeah.
On that note, we should probably play something. Let me go into the Frog Detective 2.
I think you're gonna go into the Detective 1 because you never played the first game.
You said 2 was more detective based.
Both of them are great, but like I feel the first one you get the humor more. I want you to try the first game.
Literally 10 minutes ago, you were like, "Let's play the second one."
Fine, we'll do the second one. Oh my god, I love this game so much.
Yeah,
I don't know if we're gonna have a chance to listen to it here live.
I'll turn up the volume just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So the mics don't pick it up. Okay, so what do I need to know? What did I miss in episode 1?
Well, you see, the Frog Detective here is a Frog Detective, and you see that picture over there? That was the case of the island. And whenever you're ready, the Frog Detective was figuring something out, and they figured it out, and he had a party at the end of the movie, so with all his friends.
Okay, so how does this game, you know, how does it remind us of Sleuth?
Because it's a detective stories, especially like the common tropes of the genre, especially like if you're like a Sherlock Holmes fan, you know that you gotta have a magnifying glass. I mean, our characters in Sleuth won't have a magnifying glass because they don't need it, but here it's the aesthetic. You just live for it. Like look at the photo. Everybody was having a great time.
Is this the end of episode 1?
That is the end of episode 1.
This is what I missed.
Yeah. Well, that one, no, that's something else. The one picture above but that one right there was the ending of that.
This was the ending, yeah, and we all danced at the end.
Yeah, we all danced at the end. It's
Shit.
great. So
that looks hype.
Oh, it was great. Oh, the frog detective is so funny. Oh, look, you're getting a phone call, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just looking at these graphics.
Yeah, I love it. It's simple. It's got shadows right there as well. And the control scheme is pretty simple. I mean, you're gonna do a little bit more now that you're in the second game.
Makes me wonder if it's actually shadow, if it's just drawn in there.
I don't know.
Fraud detective speaking.
Hi, detective.
He's a pizza maker. Hi, supervisor.
Why did you hang up on me? Oh yeah, they hung up on the call at the end of that first game.
Huh?
We were just talking a moment ago about a new case.
The one at Warlock Woods, right?
Yeah.
I hung up because I got too excited about solving another mystery.
That's understandable.
What can you tell me about this new case?
It's a doozy, detective. Hold on to your hat.
Hold up, I forgot to put the stream chat up again. No, I don't own LA Noir on Steam.
I do. But we can switch Steam Decks at any point.
Yeah, we can switch Steam Decks at any point. Yeah, I know. Frogs can't be detective. This is actually taking me out of the experience. Batman is a detective game.
I know, world's greatest detective, but like we're not doing Batman.
Supervisor, you know I can't wear hats.
Sorry. Anyway, Warlock Woods is a fairly small town up north. They don't get many visitors around there. A couple of days ago, a new resident moved in. A shy kind of gal, doesn't like to be the center of attention. Anyway, she settles into the new house and doesn't go outside to greet anyone.
Oh shit, you know I fucked up?
What you did?
We're still listening to Hades while playing this.
You need to pause the music so it falls on the right one. You gotta listen to the. You gotta listen. You gotta listen to the music. You're gonna need to be immersed into the Frog Detective soundtrack. It's great. It's some jazzy stuff. It's noir stuff like we're trying to do for the film. So,
this shit kind of slaps.
I told you.
Make sure it's not too loud.
Yeah, we don't want to blow out anybody's ears. The residents of the town feel like they need to welcome her properly, so they organize a welcoming parade.
Great idea.
Absolutely. But someone in the town seemed to think otherwise. Last night, the parade decorations were destroyed.
What?
I know, right? So rude. Nobody has any leads on this case. They don't know who done it. That's where you come in, detective.
That's me. I'm the detective.
I'm aware. Warlock Woods is a magic town, so it's not the easiest place to get to. You'll need to take an enchanted cart to the end of the line, then travel to the rest of the way on foot.
Too easy. This guy sounds like me.
You'll need to question everybody to get to the bottom of things. Now for the third game, I think he's the frog. Do you think you can solve this mystery?
Yep.
Great. Hop to it.
Haha.
Oh, I forgot to mention. Get it because it was a pun. The new resident of the woods is special.
What do you mean it was a pun?
Because hop, frog is hop.
You
See, that's why I enjoy it. She's invisible.
Ah, that was loud.
And a wizard. An invisible wizard.
Cool. What's the relevance of her being invisible?
Nobody knows what she looks like, so they're really excited to find out. Hence the parade and the decorations and the celebrations.
They want her to be uninvisible. De-invisibled. Visible.
Exactly. Anyway, do you have everything you need?
I have my shoes, my jumper, my pants, and I think I'm missing something.
Your magnifying glass.
Of course!
It's on the table next to the door. Once you pick it up, you'll be ready to solve the mystery.
How does he know? Thanks, supervisor.
Good luck, detective. And that was a phone call. That's the call to adventure, aka the hero's journey.
Where is he?
That one is
He's
the
not
island.
in the picture.
Where? Oh,
The guy we just spoke with.
Yeah, because he's our supervisor. You know, it's the dividing line of supervisor worker. You know.
I don't trust him.
Of course not.
Oh, look,
He's also your supervisor.
they didn't put the wall correctly. There's a 1 pixel space, and you can see the end of the hallway.
We're not here to criticize. Like,
We're not criticizing. We're also developers.
But I want to enjoy this. I want to have some fun with this. What happened to this? Oh my god, did I just mess this up? Ignore me. You walk around and enjoy
You think
yourself.
pelicans can be doctors? Yes. Ah, my trusty magnifying glass. I can't solve mysteries without it. Well, maybe I could, but I wouldn't want to.
I told you, it's all about the vibes. You got your magnifying glass. Watch. Told you.
Holy shit.
You can see things that otherwise you wouldn't be able to see.
What's he hiding?
He's the
Got a
king of the
pencil.
island, I think. I think that was the case.
It's a pencil. No, that's his thigh gap.
Yep. Oh, look at that. New character.
Who the hell?
He winked at us. The lobster cup.
Oh!
If this is a horror game, I'd be screaming, to be honest with you. If it's somebody that looks like that running at us.
Yeah, me too.
Ah, it's the famous frog detective.
famous? I'm not famous.
Yeah, perhaps not, but I'm sure you'll be soon.
Wow, I hope so.
What brings you to my office, detective?
Well, I was just leaving my office, actually. I work next door, right here.
Oh, I thought that was a cupboard.
Yup, that's my office.
I've been putting all my cleaning supplies in there.
Yes, I've noticed. I'm in there working every time you do it. I even say, this is my office! And then you say, sure is, little cleaning frog. Whoa! And then I say, I'm a crime-solving frog, not a cleaning frog. But usually you're gone already.
Excuse my ignorance, detective. I wasn't trying to offend. I'm a very busy boy, head full of mysteries. Sometimes I forget to be polite. If I was polite all the time, I will never have time to solve my crimes.
I understand. Maybe that's why I'm not as talented as you, lobster cop.
Perhaps. But detective, you must keep trying. Never give up. I can give you some tips if you like.
Wow, yes, please.
Tip number 1, pay attention. You should make sure you're looking at things and paying attention to words.
Yes, quite right.
Tip number 2, everyone is a suspect. Even you.
I will suspect myself much more from now on.
Good call. Tip number 3, carry a notebook.
Oh, I'm not really big on books. They are, without exception, factually inaccurate.
Whoa, let me cut you up there. That is an inside joke if you play the first game, because even the developer comes in saying, that is just for the game, not for reals.
Wow, really?
Yeah, she breaks the fourth wall. I love it.
The developer comes up into the game?
Yeah. So,
Wow.
I wonder if we'll see that in the second game. Detective, don't be foolish. A book you write yourself cannot be factually inaccurate if you're writing facts.
Facts? I suppose you're right. I don't have a notebook, though.
Well, it's your lucky day. I have a spare notebook on my desk. You can decorate it and use it all you like.
Wow, really?
Yep. There are stickers you can use too. I bought them all with my crime-solving money.
Cool!
I'll let you get to it, detective. Head into my office when you're ready to decorate.
Okay, thanks, Lobster Cop. There's gotta be a clue here.
Maybe. Told you, isn't the magnifying glass the greatest thing ever? Look at this guy.
Holy shit. This place is crazy. He solved the mystery of bananas. Bro's chilling in the jacuzzi.
Some weird over there.
Yo, I thought was Slender Man.
No.
Bro's been around.
Yeah.
Wow.
Gets lots of awards, and there you get to decide to decorate your own notebook. How's your book decorating coming along? It's right on the desk, you know.
I know, just taking my time is all.
Well, I haven't got all day. Just kidding, I do have all day. Take as long as you need. I just think of Hot Fuzz when I see that. And it's Timothy Dalton's character, the supermarket manager.
Oh,
owner,
yeah.
and it's like employee of the month himself.
That's so funny.
Why does he have a portrait of himself? Because he's full of himself. So, that's the case. Suspect! That's what I'm gonna say.
Suspicious.
As much as it can be. Yes.
Which sticker should I pick? And where should they go? Oh, shit.
Oh look, you got an achievement for decorating your notebook. It's great. I love that for achievement and stuff. So. Well, while you figure that out, I'm still sharing on socials. Let me share on socials that we're actually live on the GVC page.
Okay.
Let me see if I still have the link. But doesn't the music get you in the mood of solving crimes, detectives, and all that? It's the perfect story.
Yeah, it gets the job done.
Crap. Okay, need to get on the. I'm trying to figure this out.
What are you trying to figure out?
Why it doesn't show it doesn't show me, at least on my app, the visual of the stream. I'd close the app again.
Easy dub.
I like your style for decorating the notebook. Mine's was more desert themed.
Desert theme?
Yeah, because, we're in the desert.
There's one cactus. Is that all you put?
Yeah, and then I put like a plant over there, and then the car and the boots and everything. It was cool. And hang on.
I love it. I got the notebook.
See, that's one of your key items right now.
You know what? This makes better background music
Right?
for this chat. You know what? I'm gonna use the bathroom really quickly.
Yeah. let me talk in the meantime then if that's the case. Oh my gosh. Right. So let's have some solo talk. So we are here in the menu, and let me get a sip of water. Where to start? So, decade ago, I first hopped on into the production scene here in Las Vegas. So I started in a couples game show at the Plaza Hotel downtown, which is such one of the coolest places, and it's gotten so much nicer now with all the upgrades. Right? It's beautiful. We were dealing with some of the those changes when Vegas was having the investments from Downtown Project and all of that. And that was my first show experience. It was a couples game show called Lovers or Losers. So imagine kind of like the Newlywed Game, if you ever saw that, combining a little bit of Family Feud and a little bit of Price is Right. And that was the show, right? We had a fun crew, a great team, a great host. That was the first experience working with somebody that had been more in the industry, who was Todd Bridges. So he was in Different Strokes. And it was a fun experience, those few years of the show. And then in that time period, in the 2016-2017 time frame, I hopped on a second show, which was a TV access radio called the Downtown Podcast, that we later renamed Vegas Talk. So through those shows is how I learned the beginnings of production. So like setting up cameras, setting up stages, and of course, because there were live productions also, understanding that mistakes are gonna happen, and no matter how much you try to prepare, right, sometimes you're gonna have to adapt. And that's sort of, if you've seen some of the other videos in my account at Gilbert Hona on both Instagram and TikTok, right, I tell sort of like the journey of getting through that to where we're at right now, right? And we're still slowing down on the posting for now while we're working on the movie, but sort of the basic principle of carrying on the story, right? And that's through those shows is how I met a good portion of some of my closest friends and collaborators, and that's where it eventually led to today, which is pretty exciting. And through those shows, and after that, I became more freelancer once those shows ended, and I started working on alongside some friends for some other shorts where we had like a pilot for a cooking show, for a couple documentaries and stuff like that. And then I had I had a script that I wanted to produce, right? And this was back in 2016. I had like the first draft of it, and I just couldn't get it done. And that short took 5 years to really bring to life, because I wanted to try to do a comedic thing about a person, having issues with their name. And that's sort of the idea for Mo. And the version that those of you have been able to watch the film already, that script was nothing like what it was at the end, right? The characters were not who they were. It was different. It was a little meaner, to be honest with you. But it's a journey, right? And we try to film it 3 different times between 2016 and 2019, right before the pandemic. And that just fell to the wayside for a little bit, right? Because I switched industries for full-time work, because production, if you're trying to go full-time, right, it's always gotta keep it on top of things, and always searching for the next opportunity, because sometimes opportunities don't last, like how the shows were. So that's where I became more of the freelancer. I did for a while some audiobooks. I still do them, so I still do voiceover work, and that's how I got most of my experience in that field, right? And you can literally look it up. You can find us on Audible and stuff like that for those books. And now here we are, right? So the filmmaker's journey that has led us to this point, in which back in 21, so 4 years ago, my friend Lindsay, who's one of our assistant directors and of course one of the leads in Sleuth, she was premiering her movie called Chameleon, which you can find, Tubi and on Prime Video. Tubi you can watch for free, so I recommend you put that on the background and on top of watching it on a good date night. And in the after party for the screening that we had that day, I was looking at the bar, because the majority of Mo takes place inside of a bar, and I just didn't have the gear, nor the resources, nor much of that knowledge, right? So that 2016 to 2019 period, it was just like 2 different attempts, didn't work out. I was had already put it to the back burner because work and then the pandemic, and it was just a lot to get through. So here comes July of 21, and we're at this after party, and I'm looking at the bar everywhere, and I'm just like, this is the spot. This is the spot that we need, because I had been looking for a while now, different bars that could have the look that I wanted, because I wanted a bar with windows to give a bit more of sunlight, so it didn't feel gloomy for the intention of the story. And that's when I approached, my best friend collaborator, Rose, who's outstanding actor, director, producer, based in LA. So if you're in LA, highly recommend you check out some of her work and bring her on board, because she knows how to get stuff done. So let me check something real quick, because I'm not sure catching anything, and I'm afraid that we're not streaming well. Where is it? Okay. Let me see. 2 viewers. Okay, there we go. Okay, so there has not been any updates to the chat. Good, because otherwise I would have been concerned. So then I asked her, would you like to hop on board on this project with me? And that was when we were dead heat of making a different short called Lift. And such a good short as well, by the way. I'll recommend that. And so we were finishing up that short, and that's when I met Chris, one of the actors. Great. One of the best actors that I know out there as well. Through the journey of working on that set for the crafty table and assist, it just coordinating producer for that. That was like that first taste of real, like that true feeling of movie making, and I was like, this is the best. This is the place to be in, right? In the whole of September of 21, it was getting ready through all things when it came to making sure that our locations are still fine, because we film at the usual place for the bar, and it was such an emphasis that we didn't lose the bar, because had we lost that, we would have had to go back to the drawing board. And I was not ready to go back to the drawing board because it had already been 5 years and working on making that first short film. And in that time, in the month and change leading up to that, is when she proposed the idea of we didn't resolve one of the loopholes in the story, because for Mo, it's the story of Mo, right, the titular character who's always had issues with his name, and we address so much of like the friendships, work dynamics, but we never addressed the parents. So when she approached me about the documentary aspect, it's like we didn't address the situation with the parents of that character, but how about we take it a different route and we interview your parents? So when Gabriel and we asked our parents about if they wanted to be interviewed for this. Well, I thought for a second they were gonna say no, to be honest with you, because they had never wanted to be in front of a camera. They had seen that we were doing stuff over the years, but they had never wanted once to be on camera. So the second I asked them, like, okay, this is a long shot, but do you want to be interviewed to be in the movie? And they were just like this, so on it. And I was like, Rose, we gotta film them like as soon as we can, because we cannot lose this chance, because what if they change their minds the next day? So it was a long wait, and we were like, okay, please don't change your minds. And we finally get to Mo, and we filmed it 4 years ago this week, actually. Today is actually the 4th anniversary of the 3rd day of filming, which we use in this very living room right here where we're at behind us, to set up the chairs and all the cameras in the 2-shot position so that we can film the documentary. And sure, in the overall movie, right, you get the 5 minutes of the fiction part, which is the script that got revised and fine-tuned, and it's great how we managed to get it with the dream team, right, who we brought on board, our dear good friend Akil Evans, who was our MC and also host for the show. We met also, we worked together in the Vegas talk show, and you can follow him at Dragon Wisdom with a Z. And he was one of our co-leads for Mo. So it was the 3 of us acting. Gabriel was the camera. We had Frankie, who did the audio for the podcast alongside us. And I was so thankful he was helping us on audio, because that came out so crispy, so nicely sounding. Because that was one of my fears, that one of the fears as you're filming something is whether or not you will have good audio, if it's gonna look great. Because those are all aspects, right, of the filmmaking craft. That it has to look good, presentable, depending on your medium, right, or what you're trying to convey, but it has to sound great. Like, the plot can be garbage, the story can lead nowhere, the sides can be so-and-so, right, but it has to sound good if it's worthy of even salvaging and showing. And of course, with respect to the filmmakers that really like do the opposite, right, that it's a great story, that it looks great, but like it sounds kind of choppy, because sometimes it is a choice, right, and it's really interesting seeing when things are done intentionally, like to sound a different way, because that's the intention of the story. But in the case of Mo, I wanted to make sure that it was like as close to perfect. You can never get perfect, but you can do great, and it was great. I was so thankful that we managed to get through filming that first short, and we got the parents to give us a good 45 minutes.
Yeah, it was close to an hour.
Of
pretty good.
Uncut, raw footage, and we wanted to bring that on the vision for Mo. So when we started the editing, we split the time on the editing, because Gabriel here helped us out on the fiction part, the comedy bit, so that we could work on like the takes and then the montages, because we also filmed at Illuminati, which was over there on Southwest Vegas, but their owner still owned the Cloud9 Hookah Lounge, so I recommend them as well, because that's a great spot as well in town. And then one of the local nonprofits, we thank them so much as well for giving us a chance to use their lobby, because that looks so much like a doctor's dispatch, and for the montage scene in Mo, it required that as well. But then the documentary we filmed here, And that was another taste for the documentary life. And like when people ask me like, what do you like making the most, right? I love fiction because when I started doing writing, right, and you can see that in my book journey as well. Like you can tell so much unique things within the bounds of fiction, right, that you can normally tell in nonfiction, right? But when it comes to the documentary art format, you can just get so creative with it, and there's something special about the form of being able to like have folks share stories or their perspectives, right? To really like fill in those gaps, right? Because sometimes, speaking as a historian, right, you lose that, but sometimes because there's no written records, right, you get the oral tradition, and that's passed on to us, right? That was something that we grew up over there when we were kids in El Salvador, that we had our neighbors, our grandparents, we will sit down with them and they will tell us stories of their times growing up, stories of, you know, where we grew up, right? Because El Salvador, when we left, it was still coming out of the Civil War, the rise of the gang violence. It was a scary place to be. So, but you know, with the stories and when, you know, that community feel is how we managed to get through that, and here we are, right? So being able to share some of that perspective through the Parents documentary, right, is what really makes what has made Mo our most successful film to date. And it's interesting sense of, you know, aligning of how Sleuth here, first feature film, even though it's a not, you know, fiction piece, a narrative story, that's what we're making, right? That we're telling story, unique perspective with the characters that we have, and we just want to share the best possible story with you all, and that's why we're here. That's why we want to talk a little bit about that. And I think if we want to take a quick break, maybe to show them the pitch video, if you think we're ready for that. If not, we can go to the next section. I mean, we can split the game story as we go along for today, but and also shout out to the developers of the Frog Detective series. I believe that it's on sale right now with the Steam Autumn sale, so I recommend to get them, all 3 games, because they're so good. I have yet to play the third one, but this second one was so fun and it gets so crazy that I'm just like, I need to have him play it on stream, whether it was this stream or like the next story. But like, I just wanted to mention it because for Sleuth, right, in particular, the Seed and Sport campaign we got going on right now, which pledge to the campaign, please, because every dollar, every minute counts. That we crafted some cases for our detectives here, so the folks know like these people are experienced, they have been in the business for a while, and sure, like in the movie we're gonna reference like even more like some of those original adventures that they went through, but like we threw in some like throwaway scenes, and they are part of our incentives, right? If you once you check it out, of little stories based on like actual movies and other stories, and of course games. So like one of the incentives has like a loose story based to this plot, because I was just so amazed by this game, the way how it goes, and it's just so funny. Like this game is just so funny that it takes the whole detective genre, and you even hear it in the music, right, that it gets pretty moody, but it's hilarious because it's cheeky, is just such a joy to play. So I thoroughly enjoy that, and I was like, let's give a little nudge to the developer, and I hope folks also check out the game as they checking out Sleuth as well, because it's always like that collaboration process, like that inspiration, right? Like there's always something that brings that little bit of a spark of inspiration to do a different story, different narrative, or share something else, right? And then somebody else has something that within that same genre, and you're like, oh yes, please more, tell us more. But passing it back to you, brother.
What do you want to watch? You want to watch the campaign video?
Yeah, I think we should take a quick peek at the campaign video before we continue the adventure, because once you leave this office, once you leave the lobby,
I'm sure the adventure begins, right?
Yeah, they're gonna get a nice little intro, and then you're gonna go and get thrown straight into the town. So I say we take a quick breather and let's show folks what we're talking about when it comes to the campaign.
Actually, I don't know if we can.
Oh.
Remember, I couldn't play the audio from the YouTube video? So
Yeah.
how would I play the audio from the campaign video?
Huh. Is there any way you can maybe just go to the video on YouTube? No, right?
No.
Can you drop the video on the chat maybe?
There has to be a way to make it work.
Want me to try to ad-lib my script since I'm the one narrating the whole video anyway?
That is an option.
For the most part, I'm pretty good at remembering my lines even years later. Sometimes I give him a little nudge to Mo with like my character's lines in that movie, and either hilarity or groaning ensues depending on the mood of the day. So
Which one is it?
It should be 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should be able to add it as a... Oh, it's huge.
Yeah, it's pretty sizable. And shout out to @Anessa Edits for helping us on both filming this video back in May and editing it, because it was a long process and it's been a long year. So you know, much love for her joining us all the way in Boulder City, where we filmed this in the desert, right? And of course, it's a little taste also for the things to come once we get filming the movie, that you get to see, and the intention is to see a different side of Vegas, right? Like my respect and my love also to, you know, Ocean's 11 and all these movies that show like the cool side of Vegas, the gaming, the sexy side of it. But it's not just limited to the casinos, right? There's also big beautiful desert out here, and like a great city with awesome people to really like meet, right? Get to know, you know, like sure, the joke goes that nobody goes to the strip if you're a local. Sometimes you do for fun. Fremont Street downtown, that's the better place, at least for me. I know some people, some friends of mine are really differential to downtown because many factors, right? But to me, because I worked there for so many years in downtown, that's like a second home to me, because I will spend like what, almost 16 hours sometimes, especially when I became a producer for the first time, making sure that things were going well for the show. And you know, just want to you know, there's still such a love for the craft for me on that, and you know, like that's why I speak very kindly of that, right? Because we had a great team, and we believed in the idea, right? And I think that's something that really like is so important to have the chance to.
No, I agree.
Right. Because if you don't really believe in something, right, especially on a creative project like whatever it is, right, then probably like, you know, switch gears, right, or if maybe switch projects if you're able to, right, or you know, take the quiet route and like survive and do it right until the next opportunity comes around. So you know, sometimes you gotta make ends meet one way or another. So, but yeah, like it's so cool if you really believe in it too, because like that's when like a bit more magic can happen. And he's still troubleshooting that, which I don't mind. I love talking about it, so I mean let's continue talking.
I mean, the other way to do it would be to go show it off on the Steam Deck. I'll just have to turn off the background for a second.
The void that we're in, right? Is it gonna show void, or is it gonna show the green screen?
No, it's gonna show the void.
Okay. I'm so glad I decided to wear brown. I almost wore green, but then I was like, no, we're going on green screen. I almost wore blue, but then I was like, what if it gets lost on the green screen? It won't, but you know. At least it was like planning ahead for the void. So let's see as he pulls it up. So anyway, we finished filming Mo today 4 years ago, after a long 3-day shoot. Yeah, really hectic 3-day shoot, because that was how we made it. That's how it was planned. It was one day for the bar because that's all we had, and we really need to get everything we needed to get for the one day. And then we moved to the coffee shop scene the next day and the doctor's office the next day, and we started trying to piece the whole thing together. And then the third day obviously was, let's just get ready for the let's just make the documentary happen. So we woke up like, what, it was like 5 a.m. when we got out that morning.
Oh yeah, it was like 5 a.m.
It was so early. It was like no sleep that whole week because it was just the combination of excitement, the over planning and everything, because we were like, no, we need to make this happen now. And oh, it was so frenetic, but it was so fun. I was over the moon. You think if you see the photos of the BTS that we got from that, you see me like in the biggest smile, you know, cheek to cheek, end to end on that one. So you know, always forever thankful to the awesome team that made that first movie happen, right? Because you start from one, right, and start the journey for the next one. And that was something that you know, it was a learning process because it was like the dream was always to submit to the Damn Short Film Festival, which is based in Boulder City, which that's why the whole town has like a little pun, because damn this, damn that, but it's just DAM, not the other word. So, because, you know, Hoover Dam is like a stone's throw over from that town. So that was that was so funny. But that was a dream, right? I always wanted to get screened and have something screened in that festival. And that's when Mo was made, and it was just a frenetic month after that to edit it and have a working cut, because the way how it goes, right, is that, yeah, preparation, fix as much as you can in the preparation before filming something, so that when you film it, you're able to adapt if there's any issues, so that you're not fixing as many things in post, because leaving things to fix in post, let me tell you, it's a nightmare, and it's just so time consuming, and of course, you know, resources, and these are films that, you know, we started building budget for because I really wanted folks to get paid. That's right. Still the dynamic. You found it?
Well, we're gonna go on this browser plugin that I just downloaded, and we're gonna paste a link.
Okay.
And now I gotta freaking go all the way back. What a workaround.
You know, it's didn't you tell me when you first got this, that tinkering is the first rule of everything?
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Allow the cookies, or most of the cookies.
Yeah.
All right. So you get to see some of the journey right now, and look at the screen. Find us on Seed and Spark. Follow Sleuth. Every follow counts. Please follow us. If you're not able to pledge some money right now, no worries. We got you covered for that. Just make sure you follow us. That's important. Pass it to your friends and family, because every follow counts. Every minute counts. As you can see, we have 39 days. And once we play this video, have more updates, information, how to do this, how to pledge, and also the opportunity that we have for the next, now until like midday tomorrow.
That's right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's do it. I still hear the game. Actually, don't. Can you mute? No, you can't mute the game, right? Well, that's okay. Just play the video.
I can't actually. I just remembered.
Yeah.
I downloaded another plugin.
Yeah.
That lets me control the sounds of every single app or game that I have open.
Mm-hmm.
Volume mixer.
Oh, there it is. Frog Detective 2.exe.
See, you always make fun of me for downloading all these plugins. Look at that.
Yeah, I admit I have done that. I mean, I'm not like laughing at you every time, but
all right.
Yeah, we don't hear it. All right, let's do this. Hang on, pause it.
All right, baby, let's go.
You're now part of the case. Sleuth,
is the culmination of 2 years of work in order to bring a story full of intrigue and seduction right here in Southern Nevada and in beautiful Las Vegas.
And the names are Mr. and Mrs. Victor Laszlo.
But why my name, Richard?
Mystery thrillers have always intrigued me since I was a little kid, and now after 4 years of continuous work in short films across many genres and styles, I believe it is time to make our first feature film. In order to make this, we have an expert team of wonderful people we have worked with over the past few years in projects, and we also have half of our budget. And we need your pledge in order to reach our goal, in order to cover our meals, pay our amazing crew that makes this happen, our filming permits, and start up our post-production costs, such as our film festival submissions, our powerful sound mixer and colorist, and our composer. We need your pledge to solve this case, and we appreciate you sharing this with your loved ones so we can make this amazing film happen. Thank you. And that's the pitch video for Sleuth in English. I think you can find one in Spanish. There's a Spanish one.
Wow, 65 views.
Yeah, we're getting some traction in the Latino community. So, si nos están viendo desde cualquier lugar, gracias por vernos.
It won't go full screen.
Y ahora son parte del caso. It's okay.
No worries.
Sleuth, o detective en español, es la combinación de 2 años de trabajo para poder filmar una gran historia de intriga y seducción aquí en el sur de Nevada y en la hermosa ciudad de Las Vegas.
And the names are Mr. and Mrs. Victor Laszlo.
But why my name, Richard?
Las historias de misterio me han tenido intrigado desde que yo era niño, y después de 4 años de trabajo continuo en cortometrajes en diferentes estilos y géneros, pienso que es tiempo para poder filmar nuestra primera película de largometraje. Para poder hacer esto, tenemos un equipo experto de gente maravillosa con la cual hemos trabajado en los pasados años, y ya estamos a mitad del camino. Y hablando de eso, ya tenemos mitad de nuestro presupuesto y dinero para poder filmar esta película. Y necesitamos su compromiso para poder pagar nuestras comidas, nuestro equipo increíble que hace esta película ser una realidad, nuestros permisos de filmación y empezar nuestros costos de postproducción, que incluyen los costos de meter películas a los festivales de película, nuestro poderoso equipo de mezcladores de sonido, nuestro colorista y nuestro compositor. Apreciamos su compromiso y contribución para poder resolver este caso, y esperamos que pueda compartir este video con sus seres queridos para poder hacer esta película una realidad. Muchísimas gracias. Tengan un buen día. I'm so glad we got it in that take because...
Oh yeah, the wind.
And it got so windy. It got so windy. It was a nightmare. It was such a nightmare.
Oh shit.
Well, yeah. Well, go back to the thing.
All right, there we go.
So yeah, we could, if you would like to scroll down, bring the music back up for Frog Detective, so we're back in the mood. We can talk a little bit more about the campaign. So as you can see here in our dashboard for the campaign, you find the socials for GVC Studios and Sleuth. Actually, no, Sleuth socials. So we're talking the Instagram handle, the Facebook page, our Blue Sky and TikTok pages, but also the GVC Discord. So if you're not already in the GVC Discord, what are you doing? Follow us, join the community, as we will start dropping updates there more often once we start filming in the next couple of days. So here we are. Yeah, that's me, Guillermo. That photo was taken right after Jen's show, The Magician. So as you can see, if you scroll, if you once you can scroll down, obviously, we have a little bit of the mission statement, right, of bringing the story, that beautiful story of intrigue and seduction right here to Las Vegas, that I was just talking to you about. And of course we have to the right our incentives. So we have about 6 incentives right now, 7, in which we're trying to bring you into part of the story, right? Like a way, as an introductory way to bring you in. We, like I was mentioning to you earlier in the story, is the desire to involve people in the stories of both Sarah and Devin, which you saw them both appear throughout these 2 pitch videos for the different work that they have done alongside our team here. So the main incentives, of course, is that the basic incentives is people donate just a little bit, pledge a little bit. We're talking about digital case files, right, and the physical version of it, which will be printed in this here stationery right here, because we have been working hard, and our team has been getting creative with all the designs, and I wonder if we can find the rest of the merch, but I don't think we'll have it accessible. But we started selling printing stickers and buttons in the vibe of the movie, right? Sleuth, which is in the black with like the Catalina front, and then we have also the this letterhead right here. So Sydney was able to design the branding for both Sarah and Devin. So SNO Services is like their last names, you know, like people call themselves their last names. So, and also it's really kind of like on the nose, tongue-in-cheek situation that it's just SOS, right? So like that's why we picked our last names to be the case, because we're like, oh look, SNO Services, but it just so flies over their head that it says SOS, right? Like support, help, right? Because they're just in it, they're just focused, right? But it's gonna make an appearance during the movie in the first act. So as you can see, we made 3 different cases, obviously based on like both of our movies, and of course the Frog Detective 2, which we're playing right now. There's an inspiration for that, and then of course there's that one, The Study in Blue, is like a mix of both. The Study in Pink, right, the original Sherlock Holmes story, but also with like some knives out in it and some stuff like that. That's sort of like that, right? And we're gonna give you the chance to be one of 3 different supporting characters on this. And that's just gonna be personalized to you, right? That way you know for sure that we're not gonna be saying like, oh, you remember so and so in whatever case, right? No, we're not gonna do that in the movie. But we're working on including some Easter eggs that if, especially, you know, pledgers out there in Scene and Spark, that you were able to feel like a bit more involved with the story, right, and the adventures of our characters. And of course, because all of this has been, you know, filmed in Las Vegas and Southern Nevada, right, we want to keep all of these stories are kept within the bounds of what is Las Vegas, what is like the area surrounding Las Vegas. So you get to see the other towns around Vegas, right? Obviously, if you're one of those gamers in particular that have seen, you know, that have played Fallout New Vegas, right, you know the region already, you know all the towns near us. But they don't look like in Fallout, so, you know, just details, right? So, I mean, people have asked, obviously, and that's always the question, why are we making this campaign, right? But, I mean, Vegas is home, and we want to show different story that is relevant to current events. So there is an aspect of based on real events, right, in this story. Not for characters, right? Not the detective aspect of it, but like the situations that are currently happening here in Southern Nevada at the time. So that's sort of why it's so key for including that. And of course, if you scroll down just a little bit, I mean, you're already seeing that here at the bottom of the screen is 3 screen grabs of the main shorts that I've worked with. I've worked in like a few more movies, by the way, for other folks, but that's their stories, right? And I want to respect their privacy to their creative work, right? But of course, they'll tell fun stories like we're just talking about Liv, right? In the heels of filming Mo and submitting it to film festivals, as we were doing some edits, right, for the audio in particular, we worked on a story with Andy, our friend Andy, which is Rose's brother. We worked on a time machine story for the Ely Film Festival up here in Northern Nevada. Their film challenge that year wanted a time travel story, so like a MacBook, right, like an Apple computer, the Command key and the Z kind of like Control Z for, you know, Windows users and whatever, that, you know, undoes something. So Com Z, as the name of the movie, right? That is the time travel movie that we worked on in between projects for the Ely Film Festival, and we didn't win, but I mean, we got screened with so many other creative short films, and that was such a fun movie to make. And we made it one afternoon right over there in the kitchen. So
yeah.
We really scrubbed the kitchen to make sure it looks super clean, so that it could be immortalized with the previous appliances that we had about 5 years ago, 4 years ago, 3 years ago. But then, of course, you know, the journey of a film festival, because we got selected. Like, Mo is for a reason our most successful film today, because the first festival that ever gave us a chance was the Phoenix Film Festival, and that we went back this year for Frosting, which is Rose's movie that was producer for and script supervisor for, and that was such a joy to go back to the festival as a movie that was screening, right, because they gave us our first shot at being screened, right, in the Latinx program, and it was that's when we started making our way through the industry even more so, because we met some of our contacts that we have today through those festivals. And the preparation was through videos that Andy and other folks sent me at the time, beginning of 22, was that when we got selected for Phoenix, it was like, how are we going to get ready, right? And we saw one of Mark Duplass's talks from South by Southwest, right? Of like, if you've seen it, obviously, like the cavalry's not coming, right? And we followed that advice, and we wrote the next 6-7 shorts, and then I finalized the adaptation for Death Gamble, which is my first novel. So like, the writing is a little bit older now, and of course it needs a little love, but you can go find Death Gamble on Amazon and on Barnes & Noble Digital and on Kobo and whatever other non-Amazon things are there, if you're not a fan of Amazon, which I don't blame you right now. So, and anyway, we wrote 7 shorts and a feature to present as we started doing the rounds for the film festivals. And first it went to Phoenix. We went to that one. We couldn't go to the second screening for the Chicano Independent Film Festival, which is based in Denver, Colorado. So shout out to folks at Su Teatro. They always make one feel welcome, because I went the following year for the second film. Then we went back here. We had our homecoming in Vegas for the Nevada Women's Film Festival. We did not get chosen for Boulder City for the damn short, but I kept submitting it every year ever since. So like, I'm pretty sure they're kind of tired of seeing Mo every year. So, so the Nevada Women's is when we got our first award. We managed to clinch the audience award. And I didn't realize how much people were gonna love the story, to be honest with you. So that was why Mo is still such a special short in our hearts, because it's still in the festival run, right? It was just in Canada for the Toronto International Nollywood Film Festival a couple weeks ago. So folks out there, fellow Canucks, got a chance to see Mo officially. So through the heels of the Nevada Women's in 22 is where the story for Decision came from. And once again, we brought the A-team together. And this time we brought in a cinematographer, which is our cinematographer currently, Michael Keane, who is badass, also director as well. I met him 3 years ago, ironically, like not ironically, but like curiously, right, as we were doing the festival runs, via our assistant director, Ameline, which we can, if we get a chance to scroll up and we can show off the team, I can start making the pinpointing of that web of connections, right? Because like, Decision is where we try to grow a little bit more the team, and that was the chance that I was like, all right, let me try to do more off camera stuff, because Mo was like the lead character alongside Rose and Akil, right, and Lindsay, that was the first time we worked together. And of course, if we scroll here through the team, that's proof that we were in Phoenix this year by another Abu Shab's genius photography skills out there. We did that at the opening night of the Phoenix Film Festival that night. So we chose that one because it's just the two of us working as co-directors in this film. So Gabriel here, he actually graduated from UNLV Film School. So shout out UNLV Film and all the awesome teachers and professors and the passion from the students as well to make this movie happen. Then you got Emmeline right here. She's one of our IDs. Through her, dear close friend of mine's, is how we met Michael, who's our cinematographer, if you want to scroll down. So that's how we are getting. Everybody here has worked with us before. So Lindsay, she worked with us in Mo, and she also acted in Ocean Blue 2 years ago when we filmed that. Then Sydney, this is our first time working together. She's our co-writer. She's the one that really like brought in the fine-tuning of the dialogue, and of course the women's touch, because Sleuth is a women-lit story. So it is absolutely befitting that, you know, we should have a woman in the team, because otherwise what are we doing, right? So yeah, no, this is her first time as a screenwriter with us, and I'm excited for you all to see how that dialogue flows once we start recording the film. So if you scroll down a little bit further down, you're gonna get to see our cinematographer, Michael. There is Michael. Yeah, cinematographer. So we brought him on board for Decision, and that was right around the time that we were filming his third feature film, Dr. Deathface, which is a slasher horror coming soon, I believe, through TerraVision, which is the same distributor as his other feature that came out, which is called The Had. So B-movie lovers, particularly for shot on video, that was The Head is the most recent one still available that you can see on Tubi, and get the Blu-ray through TerraVision. That was great. But I'm excited for Dr. Deathface because that was the first feature film that I worked on. So I was his sound engineer, was part puppeteer, and I had like 4 cameos, and like one of them died. So that's not a lot of spoilers, to be honest with you. It's a slasher horror, so a lot of people die. So
I think the DSLR might have overheated.
oh no! Well, I am now talking to that then. After seeing that thing is dead.
I mean, why else would it turn off, right?
Yeah, that's true. Unless something unplugged. Want me to check?
Yeah, you can. You can
Okay,
check.
I'm gonna take a quick breather, and Gabriel can share his side of the story so far in the filmmaking journey from the past 4 years. So.
Yeah, I mean, it's been fun. I've really liked working with the team. Like we mentioned earlier, it's not until this feature film that we're about to start production on Friday that we kind of started working as one team again, because throughout the last decade, pretty much, we've been kind of working on our own things. I've been working on my own social media pages with SK Bounty, as SK Bounty, and I mean, really, this stream is more about us where we are now. We know there's no one watching. We know there's probably our friend watching, and the other 2 people that are watching is our phones, just to make sure that the stream's working. But the whole point of this stream is to kind of put our foot forward, not only because we're going to start working on a production together, but also because we're going to start working on our social media as well. We're going to start trying to grow, the Twitter, the Instagram, the YouTube, the TikTok, the Discord, which I think is the most important one, because we can start growing a little community. We want to find other people that also, they love film, they love cinema, they love storytelling, they love video game development, they love stories at the end of the day. And that's what we're trying to do, basically, at the end of the day. If we were to do an TLDR version of this stream, and that's pretty much it. I mean, yeah, we're pretty happy that we're going to be working on this production, but we were going to film either way if we started this stream or not. For me, personally, pretty important that we did this stream, because I really want to put that foot forward, mainly because for future projects, if we want to start doing fundraisers, we want to have an easier time. We want to have a community that can support us, and we can support them back at the same time. We want to be able to give people that want shout outs. Then we want to be able to help people that need to get to a certain goal get to that goal, because it's not easy starting a fundraiser, because half the people that are probably say that they're going to help out, I mean, at the end of the day, they're just being nice. And as long as they take a look, they read the page, that's sometimes enough. The fact that they're aware that we're working on something, most of the time it is enough. But things aren't cheap. So it is always good to maybe also have people that you can count on that can help you move a project forward. Because one of the things that we're probably most thankful for right now is that even we're starting the fundraiser, but the completion of the fundraiser does not determine if the film is going to get filmed or not, because we start filming in 2 days. Fundraiser ends in 40 days, 39 days. So it's getting filmed. It's going to get filmed whether it reaches its goal or not, but we have high hopes that it will. We hope that it will, but this stream mainly is to get our foot forward, kind of like I've been trying to do with my social media. If you try something and it doesn't work, do another thing, and that's pretty much the main topic of this. I'm not sure where my brother went, but we had huge plans for this stream. Like, I'm going to be honest, we had huge plans. We had a whole paper spreadsheet on all the things we wanted to do, but once we started setting up, oh my god, DSLRs weren't working. We had to take out pieces of equipment that we hadn't used in a decade. We have some headphone splitters. We have some USB hubs that are connected to their own phantom power. Cameras connected to PC, webcams. We got these mics that we haven't used in forever. So it's like, oh my god, are we going to get any of this to work? And we're still live. We're still going to do this stream, but we're kind of like 5 hours too late. Either way, though, this is all done for the love of the game. Oh, the camera's working again. The love of the game. That's what it's all about. But yeah, that was the TLDR. Yeah, it's fine now.
I think the battery probably had just died.
But it's getting phantom power from the PC.
Maybe like remember that
It used the battery completely.
Yeah,
It does it have battery right now?
Yeah, I switched it to a different battery.
Oh, maybe it does need a battery then.
So because it was at 18%, so. But carry on. I don't want to interrupt you.
I was just saying that the TLDR for this stream is that it's just us putting our foot forward, because we want to start focusing more on like the social media, growing the studio, finding a community that loves to tell stories, a community that loves to tell stories, games, film, shows, comics, animation, anything, and being able to find a community that not only sees what everyone is working on, because it would go both ways. We need to be able to push if there's a person, for example, that joins the Discord that also has like their own fundraiser. It would be great to have like people in the server who are most likely willing to always help out on a fundraiser. Like if we can find a community that also has people that they don't mind giving every now and then to some fundraisers, that would help projects reach their end goal faster. Like I was saying, that it's nice that we share the link to the fundraiser to friends, and maybe they share it to their friends, so we know that it's getting viewed. Like we see the YouTube views going up on our videos at the same time, but it's not until you started that you see that, oh wait, not everyone's gonna give money. No. So we need to. It would be really important to build a community that helps each other out, both financially and obviously morally, because it's a very morally draining thing to do.
Emotionally draining thing to do, you mean?
Both.
Well, morally is a different story. But
you can lose morale.
Yeah, but that's morale, not moral. Moral is something different than morale, though. So. Yeah. But I get you. I get the intention. So, where were we? No, where were you actually before I interrupted you? I know we have.
Well, I was saying that the stream was mainly that. It was us putting our foot forward, kind of like a statement. We had more plans for the stream. We couldn't pull through, but that's the learning process, because we want to make this at least a monthly thing. We do not want to miss an update. We're here now. We had maybe one friend show up, and wait, what do you want to do?
If you want to scroll down a little bit.
Why?
Just so we can see the main dashboard.
You press and hold this. This works with the mouse. Wait. It might have gotten stuck.
I think it is stuck.
No, we're still here.
Let me. No, because that's the camera. Never mind.
Okay. So you press and hold this, not longer than 10 seconds, or else it turns off. And holding right trigger works as a mouse.
Oh, okay.
There's the little scroll thing on the right side. That's how you move up and down.
Now I have selected all of it. I feel so novice right now.
That's how you learn.
Aha. Okay, so in any case, let's go back to the story area right here. How do I unselect things? Oh, there we go. In any case, we're like we were mentioning a second ago, the why, right, and the style of where we're going right there with the story, right? But please carry on like what you're saying in regards to like the way how we want to converge all of it, though.
I forgot.
Okay, that's okay. We'll get back to it. So yeah,
we were back.
Yeah. Go for it. Take a break. Let me see. This one. let me see. This is sort of in a way almost going back to form, right? Because first book is Death Gamble, which is the first thing that I worked on back a decade, over a decade ago, 12 years ago, when there was like that enticement, that excitement to release your own books, right? During that time frame, with like technology was like moving to a more accessible place for content creators, right? That was like that beginning of like that YouTube era, right? In the true sense of the word, right? And that was the first thing that I worked on, which was not a mystery noir. That was more like an action thriller, right? Because it had the whole like web of conspiracy and all of that. But this one, Sleuth, you know, we wanted to take a different approach, right? And we had seen different movies in the genre to really try to better understand, right, what we were going for, what was our voice, right? And I think the one that really like we settled with to try to feel more in the mood for, right, it was Devil in the Blue Dress. I think when we finally saw that movie, we were just like astounded, like, why the hell have we not seen this movie before, right? Like, I literally, like, I was doing like research on the genre and freaking saw the Criterion Closet video for Ryan Coogler, and he was talking about that movie as part of his inspiration for Sinners, and I was like, oh, okay, he says it's a noir, let me check it out. And when I finally saw it, I was just so blown away by it. So that's where we were at. And there's some things that we have been like working for, both shot list and whatnot, to like really like we want to try to emulate. So just try to break the whole point home. And I think it works better now. Look at that, and we got a mouse. Thank you. Right. I feel powerful with this mouse. So yeah, let me pick us back to the point, right? So like we made different incentives so that folks are feeling like involved with the story from the get-go. So that's why the digital case file, right, which is just a digital version of this, right? This is not the whole thing, by the way. This is just like a one-sheet example in which we want to bring into a story, right? So like we have like a little folder, and we'll make sure it's like in one of those like standard manila folders to really get you, those yellow folders, right, that you will see for like a filing cabinet. So like really like delve into a couple of sheets, right? So like the main sheet talking about the case with like some photos of like what we were talking about, your character, and some materials of that as well. So that way you get it really to be a part of the story and like just be part of us, right? That way, so like it was sort of like that collaboration, right? We will appreciate your pledge to make this film happen, but and at the same time, let's bring into the story, right? Because the idea is not necessarily to release these other stories, because obviously they're spoofs of things that actually exist, right? But we still want you to feel like you're part of the movie, right? That you're like, oh, I may have interacted with this character or not, at least in your imagination. So that's why both a digital and like a physical version of this, right? And then we can talk about the more, as we call it, the serious case, right? Because at this tier that we're working on, we wanted to make sure that folks that wouldn't, pledge more cash to us, right? That they really will feel like what they're gonna receive, it's gonna be worth the cash, right? So on top of everything before, right? For example, people are giving us $100 and up. This is the chance for them to really see a digital screening of the film, right? And we managed to, thankfully, Seed and Spark is partner with Kinema, which is a digital distribution platform, especially events-based, so that you can show off what you're working on. And particularly, like as a reward, right, you want to show off like the best version of the film possible that you will have. So we already have some agreements and stuff like that in the works with them. And once we have a festival quality cut of the film, is when we're gonna be asking folks like, hey, time for cashing in has come. Here are the dates. Let's do a screening, or maybe two, just to make sure we ensure that everybody that has pledged at that tier, 100 and above, feels like they really get a chance to see the product, right, that they are helping make. So as we move into that one, of course, the other one for Undercover, right, that's where we wanna limit some of that, right? Because again, we're an indie budget, in micro budget independent film, right? And resources are not that much, so we want to be as efficient as possible with what we've got, right? Though that's what we want to make sure that we can meet goal, and if we surpass goal, right, which would be the best part, right, is so that we can ensure that everybody in the team truly make sure that they get well compensated, that all of the expenses that are made for this film are also like being made up, right? Because we do have that other half of the budget that is coming out of my pocket right now. So we know I really take that seriously, making sure that we make this happen, right? So for the higher tiers, like the undercover, right, and above, we give you a chance to pledge to be an extra, right? If you're here in Southern Nevada / Vegas, right, we want to invite you to both the chance to be on a scene as we're securing venues for both the club and also the county commission chambers, which are like, they're mentioned, right, but the reality could be a different location as they're secured and changed. We want you to be part of like that background, right? As you see in the big films, right, that there's always background and you're like, oh, I acted in that, or maybe I was just walking by the street. That's a chance for that. The collector's addiction box, that was actually your baby, right? When you came up with it. And it will be the other thing that we have the longest production time for, right? Because we want to make sure that the campaign is successful, so we can really produce that and be able to like give you an awesome item for you to remember us by, and of course hopefully continue a continuous conversation on funding, like he was mentioning, right? That the point of creating that, we do want to ensure that as we're creating community, right, that it's a community that mutually assists each other, right? Because in these days that we're on, right, it's up to every single one of us to like help each other out, lift each other up, and support each other, right? For these higher tiers, right, we've really made it that for being able to like pledge that much, right, you get to join us on set. We are working on making sure that we have at least a week's few days notice when it comes to the call sheets, so that you see where we're gonna be at and you get a chance to come visit us on set. Obviously not get in the way, right, of the work, right, but being able to ride alongside us, or like maybe learn about the stuff, or maybe we put you as a background as well, so you can see how the movie's made, right? And that's sort of why we have all these different tiers, right? We talk about our commitment, right? The commitment that we want to make sure that as the world is getting a little crazier, right, that we're making sure that if we're out there in nature, we're out there driving, right, we want to make sure that we leave the place clean as we found it in, right? And of course, we are all about like the human-led artistry. I mean, Gabriel here like spent days working on all of those drawings that you're all enjoying now. So
Yeah.
tell us about those.
Well, we came up with the SOS logo, and we really liked the beige and brown color, and we wanted to keep it something kind of like a noir feel to it. So, oh wait, can you give me the mouse?
Yes, here's a mouse.
And I started playing with shapes and things, and I was like, maybe we could do some sort of like minimalistic, not too minimalistic like the logos nowadays, but kind of like a minimalistic, kind of like something you would see in a cartoon from like the late 90s, early 2000s, and they had like their 1 or 2 noir episodes, and we were like, oh yeah, we'll give this guy the little top hat. And I was like, okay, intro case, he's probably researching something with his laptop. And then we had this like, oh, they're gonna get like a physical case file that we're gonna start making reels for people that have bought for this. And so it's like, oh look, he's reading one of the case files, and I don't know why I put 57. There's no meaning behind that.
No.
Or is there? And then we have a serious case based on that one Mad Men.
John Hamm meme.
Yeah, that was his idea.
Yeah, I was like, you need something, and then I was like, how about this meme? I think this could be a great one to add. And instead of smoking, it's popcorn.
Yeah, it's popcorn. And then we have this one here that the guy's undercover, and it's not my favorite, but it kind of grew on me later. As the person that worked on these drawings, like I can see myself like, oh, this is my first drawing, and as I started going along, I started getting more comfortable. Like this is like one of the last ones I did. I'm like, dude, if I would have had more time to go back and remake some of these drawings, I would have made some different changes. But you know what, you live, you learn. And then we have the collector's edition, which I really like this one because I think it's really dynamic, and we really want to do the collector's edition. So there's gonna be certain things that we're gonna like be doing on set. We're going to be signing posters. We're going to be doing some memorabilia that we know we're going to be adding to the collector's edition as we start production. But like I was saying earlier, like this is one of those times that, yeah, it would be nice. It would definitely obviously be really, really good if we reached, our campaign goal. But this is one of those things that the movie's being filmed whether we reach the goal or not.
Oh, yeah.
But obviously we want to reach that goal. Hard-boiled. I don't think you explained this one yet.
No, we didn't. I didn't really explain like all of them 100%, right? So literally, like it says here, pledge $500 and above, right? You're gonna receive all the previous tier rewards plus a chance to visit us on set, not just one day, well, for 2 days, and of course, and a chance to an invitation, right, to a private screening in person once the official cut is complete. Obviously, we want to still limit it to folks here because unless we win the lottery today, right, we want folks do that, right? And I'm seeing
you, Necro Games Edge.
Yeah, thank you for that, and thank you for the message. But yeah, no, it's we want to keep it here too.
We can see the project budget here.
Oh yeah.
Be most of the money is gonna go into the talent and the crew, and meals.
Plus the filming cost. So the filming cost includes our filming permits for some of these locations that we want to get to, our insurance, which it was a hefty chunk of change. But we're making sure that we have enough general liability coverage, so that folks that we work with right know that we're taking safety seriously, right? In case should the worst happen, it's always better to have insurance than not have it because universe knows things happen. So that budget that you see up there in the tricolor pattern, that's for this campaign, right? That we want to make sure that a percentage, both in the higher 40 percentages, they really go to the talent and the crew, right? So make sure that our teams get paid, that's my concern right now, get folks paid. But of course the other 13%, right, if that will be so sweet on that one as well, and we'll talk more about that in that wish list in a second. But if you were to scroll down a little bit towards our budget here, the expanded budget, right, we would like to get to $11,000 overall. Like bottom line, we really want to get to $11,000, but they will drop down the goal to $7,500 because I understand that the economy is not doing so hot right now, so we want to like put too much pressure on folks to like pledge to the campaign, right? We want folks to feel like they're contributing right to something more realistic, right, given the state of the economy. But you never know, right? If you're watching us right now and you have never watched GBC Studios before, welcome, right? We're talking about our project Sleuth right now. That is the feature film the first feature film that we're working on, Gabriel and I, and we're currently running a Seed and Spark campaign. So we're here in the page in our hub. If you search Sleuth, to please give us a follow on Seed and Spark, SLEUTH, Sleuth. And of course, right here, we're thanking you for all support. And of course, the goal is that we are done by beginning of summer of next year. So Q2 is what we really want to make sure that we have a movie by. But of course, in order to get to that date, we will need to make sure we finish filming the film on time, we get our crews paid, and of course we make sure that our post-production team, which is our sound and colorist, right, they get a good chunk of change as well, because thanks to both Charles and John here, these two films in particular, they really look the best possible way that they can, right? Because the session we filmed at the year after Mo, and we managed to find ourselves in a really crazy spot in that the office location was not too much of an issue with the air conditioning because it was a central unit, so we couldn't control it because we were in like an office complex for that one. But the park scene that is pictured right there, that park scene, the day before we scouted the park, and it was quiet, it was cute, it was quaint, and I was like, this is the park that I want. The next day, the day that we filmed inside that park, we had 10,000 extras because we had grasshoppers back in Vegas. And if you were here in Vegas in 2019, it was biblical how many grasshoppers there were. So that year we also had grasshoppers, and that was such an unfortunate day because it almost ruined the entire dialogue. The entire audio that day was almost ruined because they would just started chirping all these grasshoppers. Like, we had an issue with a cricket in Mo, right? So when you watch Mo, you're like, oh, there's a cricket in the bar, but in Decision, I was just so many grasshoppers, and that was a nightmare. So that's when we went into the next step, right? Because the point of everything that you film, right, is that then you try to raise the stakes onto the next one. So that's what we did for both Decision and Ocean Blue. That ever since those films, right, we brought in a colorist and started filming in log, and log format, and then we also filmed. We needed to get a sound engineer because
grasshoppers.
Those grasshoppers almost killed, and we almost had to go to ADR, and I did not want to do ADR because, again, I like to fix things on set before we go on to filming so that editing is not as much of a nightmare, because we spend most time trying to salvage, trying to move things around in the audio for Mo, and that was just so time consuming, so time consuming. And it was just a cricket. Imagine one cricket compared to like the countless grasshoppers we had on Decision. So that's why we brought in a re-recorded mixer. So the re-recorded mixer, we had him ever since then, and it has helped make both Decision and Ocean Blue sound so well. And of course, Charles helps us with the coloring. And as you can see, the color palettes are just so pretty for both of those films that we made. So that's what we're working on Sleuth now. That we're trying to give you a more natural lighting, kind of like, again, going back to Devil in Blue Dress is the better example on the noir genre, especially because it's a minority-led film, and all the other movies we've seen, have been white-led films, male white-led films to be precise. So it's been a journey trying to get there. So when we saw Devil in Blue Dress, it was just so in love. So shout out to Ryan Coogler for that recommendation, because we've been learning so much from it. So in any case, now, some people have asked me already, like, are these incentives the only way to click to pledge, right? No. If you look here towards the tab where it says wishlist, right, you can click on finding that wishlist, and you're going to find our 3 main items that we had drawings for. So Gabriel here, this is an Easter egg to one of the things that we're working on as the game development side of the GVC, right?
Yeah. That's a sneak peek.
Sneak peek for, have we named it the game name?
No, it's no name yet.
Do you want to talk about it or no?
Yeah, we can talk about it.
Okay, so we have codename.
Low poly dog cake game. And it's gonna be a game about low polys and cakes and dogs.
It's such a perfect combination. So that's why we use those cakes for that one, because what better way to describe the wish list items right here, right? If you find that on the website, whether on mobile or on browser, and you're gonna see the main 3 items right here, right? So the way how you can do this, right, is that we can take an in-kind donation, right? So that's where you can loan an item, right? Or in this case for meals, right? If you are a caterer, we very much want to talk to you. But of course, we would rather pay you. But if you want to donate meals to us, we will not say no to that, right? Or make a pledge, right? If you want to pledge for that specific item, you can do that as well, right? So Seed and Spark Taste does something that they call the loan feature as well, in which just applicable to these wish list items, right, is that you can technically take out a loan if you want to do like a payment plan for this, as you're supporting us, right? Because yeah, sure, the pledges have like specific number tiers, right? But if you want to not donate that amount, or donate a different kind of exact amount, you can pledge it to these specific areas, or just click on the cash pledge right here, because that one is placed there by Seed and Spark. No commitment, no nothing. Obviously, it'll be more difficult for us to locate you for one of these awesome incentives, right? But if you want to just give us $1 of your time, right, we'll take that. Every dollar counts, so we appreciate that. So that's the secret there, and we'll probably make a post for Instagram Reels and TikTok, right? So we talk about this, so folks can feel like more comfortable clicking on the loan item, right? Whether that, oh, you need to have an account. Did I just mess this up? I just did, didn't I? Wolf. How can you go back? I may have just messed us up. Oh well, in any case.
Give me the mouse.
Here's the mouse. I thought you had Red Dead. Oh, well, no, we have it on Xbox.
What?
Because it's on sale.
Oh yeah.
Because the whole stream is seeing the sale right now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we have it on the Xbox.
We do have it on Xbox.
I've been kind of breaking up with the Xbox recently.
Oh, yeah. No, I get you. Especially, you know, after the Game Pass hike. But we're not going to talk about that because I'm not here to start drama. So there's no, like, back arrows, huh? That's okay.
Yeah, this is a very basic
Browser. Nah, it's alright. You can close the tab if you like and we can go back to it. Or you can maybe retype it.
Oh yeah, we can.
Okay, that's probably gonna take us back to where we were at, so we can finish talking about it. But in any case, if you're watching us, thank you so much for joining us. We're talking about the return of streaming as GBC Studios, right? Because we do both game
he broke
and...
it. Shit, I broke it.
Just so much that you gotta do. Yeah. In any case, we're working through those things. In any case, so if you're watching us right now, right, that we have got contacted by a donor. I don't want to use donor because they asked us not to use donor, but I'll say donor. How about that? So there's a matching opportunity for the next 24 hours in which there's a pledge that wants to donate up to $300 to us. So every dollar that we can match it to, it's gonna be matched. So please check out our campaign on Seed and Spark. So just type up and find Sleuth if you don't already have access to the link through our social medias or through ourselves, right? And you will be able to like see that. And of course, we would appreciate your pledge now today so that we're able to get faster than original plan is to click open the. Oh, you closed it. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. It's too late. It's too late. Yeah. So in any case, to close that off, right? Yeah. Find us today on Seed and Spark. Pledge to us, and that way it can get matched for the not really next 24 hours, but for the remainder from now until midday tomorrow, right? You will get a chance to see that multiplied. It's fine.
It's cooked.
It is cooked. It is so cooked, but that's fine because maybe we get a chance to move forward, or maybe we can also reconsider where we're at right now. We're almost reaching the 2-hour mark, right?
Yeah, we're almost reaching the 2-hour mark.
So we can reconsider everything around 2 hours if you like, and maybe at least get to the checkpoint.
Yeah, here.
You want me to get... No, I want you to experience this because I want to see this. I like doing the mini voice acting as we were doing this. Let me drop it in the chat myself with the link to the campaign. Is it going to work or does it have to be one of us?
No, you can put it.
Okay, so yeah.
I don't think there's a problem.
I hope so. So let me drop that. Remember that once you get moving, you cannot edit that notebook anymore, so...
The Invisible Wizard. That's who we're looking for. Lobster Cop. Motive. Maybe Lobster Cop made up the crime to give me a challenge. That's really nice of him. And also very unlikely. Needs to figure out where to put cleaning supplies, not my office notes. Number 1. Best Detective. Has lots of fans. Super cool. So many trophies. Hope I get a trophy one day. Fraud Detective. That's us. Motive. I don't think I did it, but maybe I have a rare curse where I commit crimes in my sleep. Whoa, needs. A holiday, haha, just joking. Notes. I have a jumper, pants, and a magnifying glass. I have a good attitude. Banana.
And you can mark somebody as suspect if you want to do that. See?
That's funny.
On my second run, I marked everybody as sus.
Oh, really?
Yes. It does nothing. How's your book decorating coming along? It's right up there on the desk, you know?
Yeah, we read this already.
You see? That's the three of us. But I don't know where the penguin has his office, the supervisor.
Yeah, that's a penguin. That's us.
Because we're right there.
He has like a glow behind him.
You have a glow too as the frog detective.
Oh, you're right. Time to solve another mystery. I don't know if there's a giraffe in this game.
I won't tell anything. Very Totoro.
Yeah.
Or Wes Anderson, depending who it is.
Super Hot presents a game by Worm Club with assistance from Vic Screen. Oh shit. Warlock Woods.
Welcome to Warlock. It's www.
Starring the detective.
I like the Jeff Goldblum pose. Love it. Suzanne. Ralph. Mandy. Mary. And several more characters. Frog Detective 2. The Case of the Invisible Wizard. Created by Grace Bruxner and Thomas Boker. To them, thank you for making this game so awesome. Check it out if you haven't already. I think it's on sale right now, the Steam sale. And that's where it is. That's where it starts. That's our home world. We can't leave. We can stay. And there's clues everywhere.
There's what everywhere?
Clues.
Oh. What the hell? Whoa, the game went down a few frames. That's crazy.
Oh my stars. It's you.
It's me.
The famous lobster cop. I really thought you'd be a lobster.
No, I'm a frog.
Yeah, why is your name Lobster Cop?
I have to tell you something. I'm not Lobster Cop.
Why not?
I don't know how to answer that.
Who are you?
I'm the detective. Frog detective.
I see. Was Lobster Cop not available?
Unfortunately not.
Well, I think you'll do just fine.
Thanks.
I'm Susan.
Hi, Susan.
Hi. I'm the one that contacted the agency, which I think you'll find excludes me from being a suspect.
She's sus.
Uh-oh.
Oh, I didn't know that was how it worked.
You should know these things, detective.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. I think you should still question me, though. To remove all doubt.
Okay.
Question me all you like.
About the wizard, about last night, nothing right now. Do you know the wizard personally?
Nobody knows her personally. Well, not here at least. Not me.
Right.
But I had a lot to do with the organization of the parade. And I was the one to start the investigation.
You mentioned that.
It's worth bringing up again.
So were you fine with her moving to the town?
Absolutely. That old house has been empty for years, and it's really nice someone wants to live there. It needs a lot of fixing up, but it will look nice soon, I think. Plus, it's always exciting to have a new neighbor.
Sure is.
I put up a sign I made for the wizard, but it got knocked down last night. I'm feeling pretty sad about it, if I'm honest. I know you're here to solve the mystery, but I just need to tell someone how I feel.
You can talk to me about it.
Thank you. I'm not a professional sign maker yet, but I worked really hard on this sign. Really, I struggle to understand why someone would knock it down. It feels so heartless, and now I'm not sure who to trust. I thought everyone here would be thrilled to have a new neighbor.
It's a tacky situation for sure. Some people are protective of their communities and they think new people are going to change things for the worse. But that's almost never the case. New people make places better because they bring new perspectives, especially in small communities. Hopefully it's just a misunderstanding or a mistake. I like to believe people are good. That being said, I'm treating everyone as a suspect.
But not me, right?
Even you! Especially you!
Especially me?
Oh, no. Sorry, not sure why I said that. But you're not off the hook just yet.
Hook. That's it. Detective, could you please find me a hook? Find me a hook. I could hang up the sign back up with it.
Oh, okay. I'll do my best.
Question me all you like.
About last night. Where were you the night in question?
I was at home knitting a jumper for the wizard.
Really?
Yeah, I picked all the colors myself and everything. Though I'll admit it's a bit hard to focus on knitting.
Why's that?
I get so distracted by the wool, it's so fun to play with. I play with it so much that I unravel the whole thing and it goes everywhere. It's a big nuisance. Get it? Because she's a cat.
Ah, you're right. Oh, I understand.
But I was concentrating on the knitting so much that I didn't notice the destruction of the parade. I'm sorry.
Did you notice anything at all?
Now that I think of it, I saw a big van out near the entrance to Warlock Woods. It didn't drive in or I would have heard it. I didn't worry about it at the time, of course. That's all I remember. Sorry.
No worries.
Question me all you like.
Nothing right now. Susan. Motive. Maybe she didn't like her sign destroyed the parade. Out of embarrassment. Needs something to fix her sign. Notes. Insists she's not suspicious. This makes her much more suspicious than she realizes. Upset at the parade being destroyed. Worked really hard on her sign. Saw a van near the entrance last night. Suspect.
See, I told you.
Yeah.
It's so like suspicious. Look at her house.
Oh my god.
I love the colors. Those are some great colors.
Is she a detective too? All she has is a phone.
No.
Like me. Hello, wizard. Only 2 people have signs.
Hello, little frog. I'm Ralph.
Ah! Why are you yelling?
I'm just making sure you can hear me.
I can hear you. You don't have to yell.
You're very small. Might be difficult for you to hear.
I'm small, but I'm also very close to you. Being small isn't the same as being far away.
Are you sure? You can hear me at this volume?
Yes.
Weird.
I'm the detective. I'm here to solve the mystery.
Really?
Yes.
But you're so small.
I'm of average frog height. Can I ask you some questions about the case?
Questioning me, huh?
About the wizard. How do you feel about the wizard moving in?
It's nothing against the wizard, but I've been living with my friend Carlos for a while now, and our space is big, but I would really like my own home.
Oh.
I've been eyeing off that old house for ages. I thought maybe I'd move in one day, but the wizard got there first.
I see.
It's my fault, I guess. I shouldn't hold it against the wizard.
This house is twice as big as all the other houses. Maybe you could renovate it and turn it into 2 houses. You could split it down the middle. Or have 1 house upstairs and 1 house downstairs. Like an apartment.
That's a pretty cool idea. I like Carlos and everything, but I'm a private boy.
I understand.
I don't have any renovation supplies, though.
I'll see if I can track some down for you.
Thanks for your help, detective. Maybe if I do a good job, I'll get my own building show.
I'm excited to see it.
Questioning me, huh?
About your eye. May I ask why you have an eye patch on?
That's Raul's business.
Oh, it'd be really good for me to know why you have an eye patch.
Sometimes a boy just wants to wear an eye patch. That shouldn't make me suspicious.
You put it on for fashion?
Kind of. Detective, I don't want to get into this too much, but I watched a movie last night about pirates, and I loved it. And there's another 3 left. 3 whole movies. Can you believe it?
Sequels? I've never heard of a movie having a sequel before.
I know, right? Usually sequels are reserved for video games.
Yes, it's extremely normal to have a video game sequel, especially for games with large audiences like Toad Investigation series.
I love how it takes itself not seriously at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, anyway, I was watching a pirate movie last night. That's where I was. And for that reason, I've decided to wear an eye patch.
Okay, I'll leave it at that.
My thanks. Questioning me, huh?
Nothing right now. Let's see. Ralph. Motive. In true pirate fashion, wanted to cause a ruckus? Needs building supplies. Notes. Loves pirates. Eye patches cosmetic only. A private boy. Wants to renovate. Thinks I'm too small. I am not. Suspect.
Yeah, gotta be suspicious. Especially with the eye patch.
Well, I think we might have made it to 2 hours already. Close. We can't save, right? We have to get out of this.
I don't know.
Oh my god. That's
I
a real
gotta
life
admit,
picture.
the real life animal photos are pretty gnarly though.
Yeah.
Because everything else is like, cartoon.
Look at his friend.
That's Carlos, alright, I think.
Very small house.
But it's the biggest one in the whole neighborhood too.
What?
Huh? Who are you?
The detective!
Oh. I thought Lobster Cup was coming.
Huh?
What?
Did he say something about Lobster Cop?
No.
But I heard...
Can this frog read my mind?
Why are you speaking like that?
Like what?
Like this.
Whoa. Is this what telepathy is? Can you hear this frog?
You're saying everything out loud!
Wow, this frog has a temper.
Anyway, who are you?
I'm Naughty.
Okay.
I'm the mayor of Warlock Woods.
Oh. Okay. Was it you that asked me for me to come?
No. I would have asked for Lobster Cop.
I really need to emphasize that I can hear you.
Stop listening!
Okay. Can I ask you some questions about the case?
I guess so. Tell me what you want to know.
About last night. Can you tell me about last night?
Nothing.
Oh.
But I can tell you about the wizard. I know basically everything there is to know about her.
That's great!
First of all, she's a wizard.
Uh-huh.
And she's invisible.
Great.
And she just moved in.
Yep.
And... she's a wizard.
I think you mentioned that.
No, I don't think I did.
Right. Okay. Sorry.
It's fine.
Anyway.
Tell me what you want to know.
About the wizard.
So, how do you feel about the wizard coming to live here? Oh heck, how do I answer this? And I read your line.
Huh.
Well, I'm happy she's here, but that house has been empty for ages. And I didn't think she was coming, right? Nobody told me, you see.
Aren't you the mayor?
I think so. Anyway, she kind of came at a weird time of night. And I thought she was the ghost.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a bit messy.
Oh.
I tried to vacuum her up.
Whoa, Luigi's Mansion reference.
With a vacuum. I put it on the highest setting. Just really went to town with the vacuum. I think I really freaked her out. And now she won't come out of the house. Please don't put me in jail.
You're not going to jail. Jail isn't real. But you should probably apologize.
Okay, sorry, detective.
I mean, to the wizard.
Right, yeah. That's why I was helping with the parade. To apologize. But she hasn't been out of her house. Also, the parade is ruined.
I see.
This makes me sound really bad. I swear I wanted the parade to be lovely. As the mayor of the town, I booked a live band to play a song. But as you can see, the stage is gross and ruined now. The band is underway and I have no time to fix it. They're a very famous band. I want to be as professional as possible. If only I had a rug or something to use, I could cover up the mess. But the town is in disarray and I don't have time to track one down.
Oh no.
Thank you for your concern. If you happen to find anything that would work, please let me know.
Will do.
Do you have more questions? Tell me what you want to know.
Nothing right now. Oh. Naughty. Motive. Tried to vacuum up the wizard. Maybe there's some history there. Needs. Rug. Notes. Things I can read minds. I can't. The mayor? Hired a cool band to play the parade. Attacked the wizard. Suspicious.
The most suspicious after Susan.
So far, suspicious.
Yeah. Hella suspicious. I think we can make a quick pause here. Oh.
I'm not sure why this pie is here, but it seems out of place. I'll hold on to it for now. Holy shit, I got a pie.
My things. Lost pie. Hi.
Hello!
Wanna hop in?
A little bit. I'm on a case, but I'm on a case.
Oh, cool. I'm Victor. Who are you?
The detective.
Is that your real name?
Maybe.
Cool, cool. Are you here to question me and stuff? Cause, like, I'm not suspicious.
How do you know you're not suspicious?
Well, I think I didn't do it.
You think?
Yeah, nobody knows anything for certain these days.
So why are you here swimming?
I'm visiting my friend Naughty.
Oh!
She's the only person I know with a hot tub. Plus, I heard there were gonna be delicious pies for the parade, so the timing was perfect.
Where do you live normally?
Over near Pumpkinville.
Nice spot. I was thinking about taking a holiday there at some point.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So anyway, can I ask you some questions about the case?
Yeah, whatever. Questions.
About the wizard.
Did you know much about the invisible wizard before you came here? Not really. That was I knew the parade was for her, but beyond that, I don't know a lot. I know in that they never threw a parade for me coming to visit. I'm super cool.
Have you been here before?
So many times. The first time they even threw me a parade. Okay, I take the parade thing back. Just pretend I didn't say that.
Sure.
Detective, I'm really bored of this conversation. I'm sorry if that's rude, but I have a new policy being honest with people.
Were you dishonest before?
Yeah, I guess. I wouldn't tell people when they were boring me.
I don't think that counts as dishonesty.
So what am I supposed to do when people are boring?
I'm not sure, but I probably don't tell them. It would hurt their feelings.
I didn't hurt your feelings though, did I?
Well, I have to admit, I was a bit hurt. I have a very exciting job, and I'm a frog, and I solve mysteries. I don't think I'm boring at all.
Sure, but I've seen heaps of frogs before. Plus, I've solved my fair share of crimes.
Which crimes?
This one.
Huh? You solved the crime already?
Yeah, Ralph did it.
How do you know?
Good point. I haven't decided that bit yet. But it seems likely that he did it.
What was his motive?
His what?
Motive, the reason for destroying the parade.
Oh, I think because he has an eye patch on.
I don't think that's a real motive. That doesn't make any sense.
Now who's the rude one?
The conversation is just going anywhere.
Neither are you, apparently.
Not until I solve this mystery.
I'm sorry for being rude, detective. I mean it. I just get so grumpy when I'm hungry.
Why don't you eat something?
And get out of the hot tub? No, I must continue to soak.
You could ask someone to get you something.
Like who? There's nobody here.
I am here.
Right, there I go being rude again. If you happen to find food, I would love to have some. In the meantime, I would like to apologize for being so rude. Please take 1 money as an apology.
Oh, I got 1 money.
Questions. You could give him the pie though.
About last night. Where were you the night of the parade was destroyed?
Well, I have been swimming all day in Nadi's hot tub, and so I was super wrinkly.
Yep.
And it was hard for me to get inside the house because of my wrinkly hooves.
Uh-huh.
So I waited for about half an hour for the wrinkles to de-wrinkle.
Yep.
And then I went inside to Nadi's house and snoozed on the couch all night.
What time was that?
All night.
No, I mean, what time did you get back into Nadi's house?
Before the parade was destroyed. It wasn't me. Probably wasn't me, I mean. Can't be sure. But 90% probability that it wasn't me. Questions.
I'll hold on to this pie.
You don't want to give him the pie?
You think I should?
I don't know. It'd be pretty funny though. I mean,
Sure.
the pie was in the ground.
Right in front of him.
Yeah.
Hello, Victor. I have a pie for you.
Detective, where did you find this pie?
I found it on the ground.
Sorry, detective. You may have to speak up. These hot tub jets are mighty loud.
I found this pie on the ground over there.
Detective, I do not want to eat a ground pie.
I have made a mistake.
I'd say maybe even 2.
2 mistakes?
Yes, one mistake for giving me a dirty pie and another for mistaking for giving me a pie. That does not belong to you. That's right, detective. Though I am visiting from out of town, I know that this is one of Mandy's pies. They are delicious. If you just happen to find one on the ground, it cannot be yours to give away, so I cannot accept it.
You're right, Victor. I've made 2 mistakes. I'm sorry. And I am sorry.
That's okay, detective. But I'll be watching you. You should return this pie to Mandy.
Okay, I'll do that.
What, gross? What were you thinking?
1 money.
And 1 lost pie.
Victor. He's sus as fuck. Hadn't eaten, could have been jealous of the parade. Needs something to eat. Notes. Such a rude individual. Perhaps only rude because of hunger. But maybe just rude in general. Doesn't live here, only visiting. I want to was in Pumpkinville. Suspect. Yeah, we can call it a day
Yeah,
here.
we can call it a day here. Alrighty then. So, well, thanks to anyone still watching us. This is our return stream, and I'm excited that we got a chance to hang out for a little bit. I know it was not the intention of the original 6-hour stream, but technology issues happen, and we want to make sure that we can give you a good experience while you're here with us. So, again, support Sleuth, and you get an awesome sheet like this if you get a physical case file. And we're excited to start filming this movie.
Yeah, this is stream 1. We're gonna stream again. We're gonna try and make this a monthly thing, because honestly, it's a pretty big setup. Because I'm used to our house is not that big, first of all, but we are gonna be streaming again monthly. This is us here right now. We knew this was probably gonna be not many people joining, and that's okay. We know where we stand right now, but we want to see if we can change that actively. So we're going to be posting a lot, especially right now that we're going to start production in 2 days. So yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys again on the next stream. This is going to be saved on our YouTube channel under the live section, so if anyone wants to go back and see this awesome stream, this scuffed stream because half of everything was breaking, anyone is welcome to watch it again. So thank you. Future us, future everyone.
Yes. So follow us on our socials at GEBC Studios. So you can find that on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, and Facebook. And then you can find Sleuth Vegas Film for TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Blue Sky. We don't have a YouTube for that.
Not yet.
No. For sure. Thanks for watching. Thank you.